Hey guys, Hector here, and I haven't really bought anything new, so I don't have any product reviews like I usually do. So I wanted to show off and kind of talk about my FullMetal Alchemist collection. Of course, that includes the original FullMetal Alchemist and FullMetal Alchemist Brotherhood. As you can see, I have pretty much the entire collection. Only the FullMetal Alchemist OVAs, that's the only thing I do not own. Everything else I own. And so I kind of want to talk about it sort of as a product review and sort of just a review, or my opinion, or I guess a review is my opinion of the series in general. So let's start with the original FullMetal Alchemist series. I actually bought these back when the series was still airing on TV, at least in the United States. I don't know about if it was already done over in Japan. I don't know. But back then, they would release about 4 episodes on DVD volumes, and then you would buy them for about $20. So as you can imagine, I spent a ton of money. And then later on, they released them as full season sets, or I think they released it into like maybe half season sets or something like that. And so there's 13 volumes in total. All these have 4 episodes, but the last volume has 3 episodes because there's like 51 episodes in total. All of them, of course, 4:3 aspect ratio. This was before widescreen. And there's English and Japanese audio options. English does have 5.1 Dolby surround sound availability or options, whatever, I don't know. But they also have English stereo, but Japanese only in stereo, so that's kind of sucks if you like watching FullMetal Alchemist in Japanese. But for me personally, I love FullMetal Alchemist, the English voice actors and the English option, because the voice actors were incredible, at least on the original series. And I'll talk about why I didn't like it as much as Brotherhood once I get to Brotherhood. So each set also includes a few extras. Sometimes there's textless songs, openings and endings, image gallery, production art, character profiles, trailers, and I believe one of these also had an entire episode of this one anime called like Spiral, something about a bond or whatever. I don't know, I watched it. It kind of made me curious about the rest of the series, so I ended up watching the rest of the series. It sucked, so I do not recommend Spiral, but I just thought I'd throw that in there. There is one of these volumes has a complete episode of a different anime. So the cover of each DVD has little artwork inside, usually pretty good artwork, and actually the cover, this part, actually shows at the beginning of the FullMetal Alchemist movie, The Conqueror of Shambala. If you remember, during the intro scene, there's a bunch of pictures. All those pictures are actually the covers of these volumes. And then the DVD always has that little, what do you call it? I don't know, the circle that, this was the circle that Ed and Al used to bring back their mother, if I recall correctly. And then also, each volume has this little pamphlet type thingy that includes kind of character profiles, as you can see, it's character artwork, world views, and just a bunch of badass sketches like that. And I believe the entire season sets actually include these pamphlets, just all boxed in to that one bundle. So if you do buy the seasons, I'm pretty sure you do get these pamphlets anyways, which is really great, because I would hate to get a season and they didn't include the pamphlets. I was actually thinking about rebuying the Bleach DVDs in individual sets like this, because I ended up buying the seasons, the first 3 seasons, as box sets, and they did not come with anything special like that, so I was a little bummed out. But if I did want to buy them individual sets like this, it would probably cost an arm and a leg. Then next came FullMetal Alchemist, the movie, Conqueror of Shambala. I originally bought the DVD because, well, I'm not sure if the Blu-ray came out at the same time or if it came out later, but I do know that I did not have a Blu-ray player when Blu-rays first came out. So I had the DVD, and then later I got the Blu-ray. And of course, they're pretty much the same movie, except one is in 1080p, the other one is in 480i, or something like that. They both have English, Japanese audio options, English 5.1 Dolby surround sound or English stereo, Japanese stereo and Japanese 5.1 Dolby surround sound on the DVD version, 16:9 aspect ratio, And yeah, I guess that's it. But the Blu-ray video 1080p high definition 16:9 aspect ratio, but all the extras are still in standard definition 480i. Audio Dolby True HD English 5.1 and Japanese 5.1, but it doesn't say if it's Dolby True HD. I don't know. And the audio for the extras is Dolby Digital English 2.0. Subtitles English for both. And also, the DVD version comes with FullMetal Alchemist, the movie Conqueror of Shambala guidebook. And it just has a bunch of extras and a ton of information, a few sketches here and there. Sort of like the pamphlet books or whatever that the other DVD volumes came with, but just a little bit different. But the thing is, the Blu-ray did not come with this booklet. I don't know why they decided not to include the booklet, but they just didn't. And also the DVD has extra artwork on the back of the cover, and the Blu-ray does not. It is completely blank for the Blu-ray. And then next I have FullMetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I only got it on Blu-ray, no DVDs. Well, these have Blu-ray DVD combos because sometimes you can only get Blu-ray DVD combos. I hate when they do that, but whatever. So the main series is 5 volumes, about 12 to 13 episodes. Well, 13 episodes on these, 12 episodes on this one. All of them 1080p high definition 16:9 aspect ratio. Audio Dolby True HD English 5.1, Dolby True HD Japanese 2.0, which is stereo. Subtitles English. Runtime 300 minutes about for all of them. Each Blu-ray has a little bit of artwork on the back of the slip, the cover slip, just like the DVDs did. But the DVD, there's nothing really special on the disc itself. Well, I should say the Blu-ray, it's because it's not a DVD, but yeah. And it doesn't really come with anything other than these like postcard thingies. And I guess it's, you know, something's better than nothing, but, you know, just compared to what they offered with the DVDs, it's just pretty lacking. So each volume does include a few sets of postcards, and they all have artwork. They all come in this Blu-ray case, and then this cardboard case in addition to it. And as you can see, the cardboard case has different artwork from the Blu-ray case. So as I was saying before, there were some parts of Brotherhood that I just didn't like compared to the original FullMetal Alchemist. FullMetal Alchemist had like great music. All the voice actors were top notch. It was just awesome all throughout, except for the story. Of course, they had to create their own story because the manga was not completed. The story, it was hit or miss, and it had a few, you know, plot holes here and there. So, you know, you can argue about the story. But with Brotherhood, the story was 100% great. Although for the first 10 episodes, they just recaps like the first 25 episodes of the original FullMetal Alchemist, and they even cut out some of the filler episodes. Well, even that episode with, you know, Barry the Butcher, they just completely cut out, and you pretty much had to watch the original FullMetal Alchemist to understand the backstory that was left out of FullMetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and it was included in the manga. So basically, they compressed the first 10 episodes with a few differences in FullMetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and then the rest of the series goes on completely differently, has its own thing. Same also with that one town. What was it? Was it Lior or something? You know, with that one dude who's in charge of the gold, silver mines and all that stuff, and then Ed came and, you know, took over the town basically. That entire series, or that entire episode was left out of Brotherhood, but it's in the original FullMetal Alchemist. Anyways, FullMetal Alchemist had great music. FullMetal Alchemist Brotherhood, the music was, I didn't prefer it. Some people might like it, but I think it was too orchestra-like, and, you know, like they were trying to make it a big deal when it wasn't. It just didn't fit, I don't think. The voice actors, some of them reprised their roles. Of course, Edward Elric is the same dude. Alphonse Elric was not able to be the same dude because the kid had his voice changed by the end of the original series, so they had to pick a new kid. The new kid has an incredibly whiny voice that annoys me so bad, And then they changed a number of important people's voices. They changed Hohenheim's voice, who they had a great voice actor in the original series. Brotherhood is just like whatevs. Scar's voice, they changed in Brotherhood. I don't know why. It was perfectly fine in the original. Marco, was that his name? Marco's voice, original, I thought it was great. New one, it didn't cut it. So they just changed all these people's voices when they shouldn't have, and then they changed the music when I don't think they should have. So Brotherhood, the story was great, a lot better than the original, but all these changes just pissed me off, and it didn't allow me to feel the full awesomeness that could have been there. And also, you know, that one episode that everybody knows about that is super sad. I'm not going to say exactly which one because, you know, spoilers in case you haven't seen. That one episode that makes everybody super sad, that makes everybody cry, it was just done so much better in the original FullMetal Alchemist. In Brotherhood, it was done okay, but it just didn't tug at your heartstrings the same. And you might be thinking, oh, well, that's because you already knew what was going to happen in the first series. But no, I can still go back and watch that first series and feel it, and you know, it just crushes your soul. But the Brotherhood version, of course, is still a little sad, but it just isn't the same. And then I also bought the FullMetal Alchemist Brotherhood OVA Collection. It says 16 hilarious bonus mini episodes. The mini episodes are just a few minutes long. It's a DVD and Blu-ray combo. DVD has English and Japanese languages. Well, both of them have English Japanese languages. The DVD has English 5.1 Dolby surround sound. Japanese is only stereo. Both 16:9 aspect ratio, but of course Blu-ray is 1080p when the DVD is only like 480i. The audio for the Blu-ray is Dolby True HD English 5.1, Dolby True HD Japanese 2.0, so only stereo for Japanese. Blu-ray special features are actually in high definition this time, unlike the movie like I've mentioned before. The special features were only in standard definition. So it says 16 hilarious bonus mini episodes, and yes, some of them are hilarious, but some of them are really dramatic, some of them are pretty sad. So it is a mix of your standard FullMetal Alchemist type stuff, some of them dramatic, some of them hilarious, but it is pretty cool. If you're a huge if you're a huge FullMetal Alchemist fan, you would probably want to get this. Oh yes, and I haven't watched this in a while. So it says 16 hilarious bonus mini episodes, but actually on the back it explains there's only 4 OVA episodes, but it says it includes 16 episode FullMetal Alchemist, FullMetal 4-panel comic theater. So there's really only 4 episodes, about 10 minutes each, because the running time is 40 minutes. But there's a 16 episode FullMetal 4-panel comic theater, so yeah, a little bit of false advertising. And lastly, we have FullMetal Alchemist, The Sacred Star of Milos. I think it was Milos. It was the only movie for FullMetal Alchemist Brotherhood. It is not like FullMetal Alchemist Conqueror of Shambala, because Conqueror of Shambala actually kind of wound up the story of the original FullMetal Alchemist series. But this just takes place sometime during FullMetal Alchemist Brotherhood. It is not afterwards, it's not before, it's just sometime during. And it's just not that great of a movie. If you're a super hardcore FullMetal Alchemist fan, you might want to get it. If not, I would say completely pass up on it. It's just an okay movie, okay at best. And in case you're curious, DVD, because this is DVD Blu-ray combo. The DVD, English 5.1 Dolby surround sound, Japanese 5.1 Dolby surround sound, 16:9 aspect ratio, Blu-ray 1080p high definition 16:9 aspect ratio, Dolby True HD English 5.1 and Dolby True HD Japanese 5.1. So at least they did 5.1 for both Japanese and English. Blu-ray special features 90 minutes long. Is it 90? No, the special features can't be 90 minutes long. Oh wait, yeah, I guess it is 90 minutes because down here it says 110 minutes. So the actual movie is 110 minutes, special features 90 minutes. Special features are in high definition, Dolby True HD Japanese 2.0 only though, but with English subtitles. Extras include FullMetal Alchemist, Making of Sacred Star of Milos, US cast commentaries, so I guess there's not Japanese there, theatrical trailers, web promo, TV spot, US trailers, and then just trailers. So probably trailers for other anime DVDs, Blu-rays, and stuff like that. So the discs kind of have the same design as the DVD discs, you know, the circle that they kind of use to bring their mother back to life. I'm pretty sure that was the circle that they used to bring their mother back to life. And the inside of the slip has kind of a artwork design thingy. Not quite the same as the others, but it's something. And that's it for my FullMetal Alchemist collection. It was quite lengthy, I guess. But yeah, I'm a pretty big FullMetal Alchemist fan. I would say it's probably my favorite anime of all time at this moment. So yeah, if you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. And subscribe if you want to see more Japanese related stuff. Some are kind of product reviews like this. This is also kind of a vloggy type thing, but I also have educational videos, which I like to call my otaku encyclopedia, where I usually teach you really quickly certain otaku subcultures or terms and stuff like that. So if you want to see any of that, definitely subscribe, because more is coming in the future.